It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the USC Trojans offense will get the first crack at it here. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Offense. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Moss. Makes his connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. What a snag by the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Lane. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Bulls his way forward. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
USC 14, Washington 0.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Back to pass, it's Rodgers. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Shakes off the tackler. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Hawaii. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Back to throw, it's Rodgers. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He makes a catch. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Boston. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Fires and picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Comes out throwing on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jackson. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Works the middle of the field. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Fast motion from the offense. On the move. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Washington right back to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Scanning the field, it's Rodgers. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Off the RPO, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, Washington, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. A new set of downs after the completion. They're going to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Fires it incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking for a man. It's Rodgers. Feeling some heat.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. On second down, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Right down the middle. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Grabbed over the middle, it's Branch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Got his man quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking down the middle. Picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 32.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Bringing it back. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for space. It's Marks.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Give to the back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Rodgers. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Completes it in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Using the quick game. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Huskies want to move quickly.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Fakes his man out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Handoff from the shotgun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Moss. He lost one down the sideline.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Stopped after making the catch. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He'll start this drive firing. And he's thrown another interception. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Line getting set on second down. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This is a 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That makes the score. USC 34, Washington 10.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through. Sends it downfield. Hauls it in on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Unloads to the wideout. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Rodgers. Unloads it left. He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Huskies have pushed it inside the 20. Trying play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. With the clock running, this should be the final play. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. 1 win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.